from the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark ruling on the health care law. And that could affect who pays what for how much of what benefits. Well, financial experts Gene Marks and Elliot Miller are here now to break it down and help us learn what this is going to mean for our wallets. Thanks for coming in, guys. Good to see you. Okay, first, the Moody's Bank downgrade, including Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, and Goldman Sachs. Now, if I'm a customer, I want to know if my money is safe.
Of course, and the answer is yes, absolutely. The parts of the bank that they downgraded are not consumer related at all, and we shouldn't see any difference. The local banks, the regional banks, they weren't impacted at all. So the answer is yes, your money is safe.
Completely agree with Elliot, Joyce, as well. Plus, remember, the FDIC insurance is $250,000. That is still covering. That's been raised as well. So your money is still safe.
Okay, that's the first question out of the way. Now, can I still get a loan there? Will I have to pay any extra fees?
Oh my God!
Absolutely, you can still get a loan now. I mean, just the ability of the banks to give loans is still the same as it always is. If you're a small business, though, be careful because there could be some extra fees involved because it's becoming a little bit more expensive for a bank to get that money when their credit rating goes down.
Yeah. What about a mortgage? That I should be okay, Elliot?
Do they know?
Elliot may not be able to hear us. Okay, we're going to move on now. We want to talk now about the Supreme Court and the Affordable Care Act. Gene, how much is this going to affect employers if it's upheld or if it's struck down?
Sure.
How's it going to work?
Yeah, Joyce, first of all, so the Supreme Court is going to rule this week whether it's constitutional or not, the health care reform bill, right? If you're a small business and you've got less than 50 people, you have got nothing to worry about. The rule does not affect you at all. You can carry insurance. You don't have to carry insurance, and you still get the benefit of the tax credit as well. If you have more than 50 employers, then you are going to be subject to, after 2014, a fine per employee if you don't cover insurance for those people. So you want to keep a close eye on that if you've got more than 50 people, but if you've got less than 50 people, that decision really shouldn't have a big impact on your life as an employer.
Elliot, how does this stack up for consumers?
The polling that's been done says if you ask about the health care plan, people don't like it. But then if you ask about the provisions inside of it, whether you want your kids insured up to the age of 26, the cap of $1 million for all costs, people really do like those provisions. So the insurance companies really are going to do that, whatever happens with the Supreme Court.
You know what, guys? Most people, including some of those lawmakers, didn't understand it then. They don't understand it now. So what has to happen next? Either way. Elliot, you first.
Well, this week the Supreme Court's going to decide if all or parts of it hold up. Now, the part that's most controversial, the part that has to do with the mandate, whether you have to carry insurance and have to pay for it, that's the one that's really questionable, and nobody really knows whether that's going to hold up or not.
Joyce, and I just have to say, the big crux among employers, particularly small businesses, is that they're so concerned with how much this is going to cost the country if this law goes into effect. So, a lot of those numbers haven't been worked out. So if that does happen, the Supreme Court says that it is constitutional, you are going to hear a lot of yelling from businesses saying, we're not sure how that's going to impact our overall nation's deficit and national debt and all, and how that could impact us in the future.
So much work to be done, no matter which way it comes down, right?
True.
All right, Gene Marks and Elliot Miller, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Good to see you guys. Thanks for breaking it down. All right, well, it looks like gas prices are going to be